my big first question for you is, how long have you wanted to do music? Since I've known you, I've been aware of like, yeah, okay, like, all right, he's been dabbling, but I don't know anything besides dabbling, you know, and like,
Okay.
and you've talked about, you know, wanting to do
So
music and stuff.
I've been making music since 2009, actually.
Oh shit.
Since 2009 with one of my best friends, Styles.
Okay.
And you know, we used to just make like a bunch of tracks on like our laptops and just upload them to like MySpace. Like that's when MySpace was like really huge.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to just do that, and then as we kept doing it, you know, we're like, oh, we're actually pretty good at this. So as the years gone by, so we just kept making more music, but we never put them out. We put like maybe like 3 songs out in total from 2009
Mm-hmm.
to probably like 2012.
Okay.
And like I didn't really think that music was like one of those things where I could make it like my actual career. So I did dabble a lot. So that's what I did. I did dabble a lot.
Okay.
But as like as I went through college and stuff, it was like, all right, I don't really like college, so I kind of want to do something else. So I came back to music. So I think it was 3 years ago, 2015. I put out a song with my other best friend Eric,
Mm-hmm.
which his name is Urshan. I hope you guys can look him up.
Yeah.
Urshan, you know Urshan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we put out a song together. It was kind of like a little dabble song too, but then people actually started liking it. So I'm like, you know, we actually make pretty good music, so I should keep trying. But then I stopped for 3 years, so that's where I'm here now. So 2018,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I really need to start doing this music thing for real. So I started recording real songs and going to the studio for real, and that's where I am now. So I'm trying to make music my priority.
Mm. Okay, so I'm the kind of person that I'm really interested in the details behind everything that you just said, because I feel like those are the sides of stories that people don't really get to hear. I really go like crazy with this on the podcast.
Yeah.
But so you finished school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you finished school, and then what was your mindset during that time? I kind of remember my mindset. I just
So that during college,
yeah
like just the college experience.
yeah for you, and then
Alright,
like
so
if music like
college wasn't like, it wasn't ideal for me. It wasn't
Okay.
ideal at all. Like I went to college as backup.
as backup.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is, people are gonna think it's weird when I say it's backup because it's literally backup. So after high school, I graduated high school. I'm like, you know, I could see myself in the entertainment business, like doing something like, you know, like even in the background, like say like doing like background scenes for like movies or like music,
I see.
all that, you know,
I
like.
see.
So I'm like, all right, I want to do that,
Mm.
but I also need something that to fall back on.
Mm.
So that's when I looked at school,
Mm.
but I didn't make it like my number one priority. So I wasn't like the best student. I
Mm.
wouldn't say I was the best student, but you know I did it,
Mm.
and it was hard because there was days when I would go to class. I'm like, why the hell am I here right now? Like I don't want to do this,
Mm.
and I would just contemplate like, oh, I should probably just drop out now,
Mm.
but I didn't. So I finished, and then now you know I have 2 degrees,
Mm.
so I'm just you know having them in the back like list. So
Mm.
like I really want to be in the entertainment business, so I'm like trying to push forward
Mm.
as in terms of like just doing what I want to do,
Mm.
you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's where we're at right now with
Okay.
the whole music and college thing.
Okay. So you'd mentioned like a 3-year that stopped. What was that?
All right, so in the 3 years, you know, like so my writing process is like I write what I feel, like no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I don't write just the bullshit no more. Like
Mm.
so during those 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
I like had to go through a couple things just to
Mm.
make myself more aware of myself. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I had to figure out like what I actually wanted in my life, or like how I want to really feel about things.
Mm.
So like say in terms of girls, like
Mm.
I went through a couple of bad things with girls where I messed up, and then you know they kind of did whatever to me, but it was like, all right, cool. Like I'm just gonna like save this, like just store it for a little bit, and then you know just go off about it.
Mm.
So right now, like I'm back this like this year, or later in the year, this year actually, and I just felt like I need to share some of the things that happened. So in February on Valentine's Day, I dropped my first song in 3 years, and this year, I dropped it on Valentine's Day. So
Okay.
that song means a lot to me. It's like a poppy kind of upbeat song, but it's like once you hear the lyrics, you're like, I get what's happening. Like, so I just wanted the experience in the last 3 years. That's why I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was just hanging out, hanging out with my friends. I would write still, but it wasn't like to the point where like I want to actually put this out. So I would just keep it, or I'll just scrap it. But other than that, 3 years was like a little break, but it was for good reason.
Yeah. So when you did that break, was that intended? Like, all right, I'm gonna stop for a while because.
I mean, it wasn't intended, but it was more like I was tired, mentally tired.
Yeah.
Because I was in school, I had a lot on my plate. I had some family issues, and I was just like, all right, I can't focus on like certain things right now. So I was just like, I'm gonna focus on the main thing. So obviously, school is a backup, but obviously I'm paying money to go there, so I didn't want to waste it.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me finish this first and help out the family, whatever, and then go back to that.
I see. Okay. On the podcast, I would ask you to go super in, but because I don't want to make that the focus.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm personally interested in. If that's something that you're willing to share.
Yeah.
But
not anytime soon, though.
Because I also want to be able to bring some things to the table.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Right now?
Like so I know what I'm trying to do for sure.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like, and everything makes sense intuitively versus in the past from like the times that you've known me.
Yeah.
I've had like the mindset and the vision has never changed.
Yes.
But the difference is that I'm leading from like here versus always trying to. I had this thing where, and because I was in an environment like a dance environment, it's always about like out of your comfort zone. So I'm always down to like, oh, that's uncomfortable. All right, I'm gonna do it. Doesn't matter what it is, just a life thing, right? And I always did that, which I think is a good quality to have, because then you just are essentially like unstoppable.
Yeah.
But when I stopped doing that and I started to step back away from my identity, like who I knew I was, which was like I was a motivated person and I always wanted to make stuff and I always wanted to bring people together, all these different things. And then I stopped. It was really hard to stop doing that and to figure out who I was internally. And it's because I've had experiences with certain people who kind of like planted certain words or things into my head. Not a bad thing, but like I'm like, oh, like you're amazing. Like I wish that I had certain qualities like you. Like what is it? And why do we vibe so well?
Yeah.
And this person's like, oh, well, I wear my heart on my sleeve and I'm always trying to figure out balance. And I was like, I don't do the whole heart on the sleeve thing, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Of being present, I think she said. And the whole balance thing, I was like, I don't even know what that means. Like zero.
I think balance is just like trying to keep everything on like a little, like on a swivel, like kind of like putting a little bit of everything out.
Yeah.
So like say like ambition, like her mental or physical, like all that stuff. But I mean, it's not, everyone can't do that, because everyone moves different. Like everyone's mindset's different.
Yeah. I just took interest. So that's the kind of person, if I hear something
you take it in, but when you're ready for it, you take it.
Yeah.
You use it. That's understandable, because that's like, I'm the same way. Like, so I went to school for psychology, so like I learned about like stuff like that, like people trying to help you, but in a way not really help you because they're trying to change you, kind of. So it's different. Like like no one can really change you but yourself. Yeah. So like you're listening to someone telling you, oh, maybe you should try this or that. Like the little suggestions.
Yes.
Instead of like listening, because a big thing in psychology is like listening. That's probably one of the biggest things in that. So when you tell me that stuff, like I'm not telling you like, oh, maybe you should do this. I'm just listening to you. Yeah. Because like as I'm taking it in, I'm like, okay, I understand you now. Yeah. Like I'm starting to know you a little more. Yeah. So it's not like what she's telling you is not wrong, but it's more like she should probably listen to you a little more
Mm.
instead of saying stuff right away. You know?
So with that, this is years ago. But it was more of is this one of your friends? Oh, Cassie. We should do a stream. I don't know if she bounced,
She left.
but we should do a stream. I'm gonna tag her to make sure she knows. So first, I'll just comment. We were kind of exchanging like who we were as people. Like, oh, you do that, I do this, and like whatever. I was like, okay. So it wasn't like an advice thing. It was just more of me, certain things being different.
Yeah.
And I'm really receptive. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna try and figure out what that means.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in it. And that's kind of like how my life is when I hear something or if I admire somebody and they say something and I'm like, okay. And I take it in and then I'll say like, okay, what does that mean for me? And then I tried so many different things that I was trying to find balance because I didn't know what it meant. But I was open to taking it in. So when I decided to step away from who I was, it was because there were certain parts about me that I wasn't happy with. And it was obvious, like, I would have like regular mental breakdowns, which is the most clear sign. And I was like, I don't like this, and I'm trying to figure out why this happens. Yeah. And so I'm on this path to just keep trying to figure out why. And eventually it went in like the span of how many times I would have them in like a year would like decrease. Yeah. And then eventually it was like, oh, I just had like one last year or another one this year, and now it's like I haven't had one in a long time. Yeah. You know, just like being like completely overwhelmed, be like, I can't, like I'm then done and like crying or whatever. Yeah. It hasn't happened in a long time, and the whole balance thing is personal to everyone, you know. So I've been after that for a while.
That's good though. At least you notice, you know, like you're picking it up. Like I know what's like kind of bothering me in a way, kind of understanding like how I'm working, like how you're working. That's what it sounds like. You know? So that's good though. Like you're not really blocking yourself out from anything. You know what's going on. Yeah. But you don't know exactly yet. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah. I've been on that journey for a long time.
I don't blame you, man. It's tough. And I'm on that boat sometimes too. Yeah. But now I'm more like, you know, I'm more kind of just. I would just say I'm there. I'm a listener now. Like I just.
That's so good.
I'm just a listener now. I don't try to like bend anyone's mind or just try to make them like feel some type of way or anything. I just, you know, keep it to myself, but I'll listen to you if you need it, you know. But if it gets to that point where like you need help, I would help.
Understand.
But I'm not gonna be like, I'm not just gonna give you help. If you need help, I'll give it to you if you need it. Like if you ask me. Because if I was to just come on over and just be like, oh, you probably should do this or that, it's not gonna help you because you're just gonna be like, that's what everyone else does. Like, it's tough, but you know.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I think a lot of us used to do that.
Yeah.
But not many people get to this place. Yeah. Where they're just like, you know what?
That's what I'm saying too. Also, in like the last 3 years before I started making my music again, I was just trying to work on my mental health a lot. Like, just trying to figure out exactly who I was and like how I wanted to be, like towards people, like towards myself. So when there was days where I would just be in my room, just hanging out, just like in the dark, like listening to music, like literally for hours, and then I'd just be like, all right, I need to get up and do something. Yeah. And it wasn't like, I wouldn't say I was depressed. I would just say like, I was tired.
Okay.
Just tired. All right. Not in depressive way though. Yeah. It was more like, I'm just tired. Yeah. Like I didn't really, when I was doing that, I was just like, I wasn't thinking of anything. I was just drained. That's it. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't tell really what it was, but I was just tired. Like when I say tired, it's just like smack dab tired. No definition or anything. Yeah. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then there was ways like I just coped with it a lot. I went on runs a lot. I went to the gym a lot, and then played a little like basketball. Like that was like probably one of my main things I did. Like try to stay active and like not throw up like kick things out of my head, but like more like just like massage them, you know, make them a little softer so I can take them in easier.
Yeah. Okay.
it's weird to say that, but like it's like making it a little soft so it can be easier for me to take in.
Yeah.
So like as I was doing that, like I got better and better, and then like this year, like in February when I put that song on, I'm like, all right, finally, you know. I had that in me for a while, and I was kind of upset about that for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, you know what, I'm ready for this. Like, I'm ready for you guys to hear this stuff. So I did that, and then this year was probably one of my best years in a long time. Cause just in like physically and like mentally, I'm just like, all right, all my friends are living good. I'm living good. Everyone's doing their thing. No one's like failing.
Yeah.
So it's like when everyone's winning, it's like where everyone's up on the highest totem pole, like just waving their hands. So like that's how I felt this year, all year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, we're good,
dude.
I can see the vision. Like we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like no matter what. So that's how I've been feeling all year. I mean, there was obviously I was down a couple times, but like I got back up and I'm just like, all right, we're in this now. We're back. Because once you fall, you get back up. You just try again. And that's when I come like when I talk about failure and stuff. Like I'm scared to fail in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not scared of failure like as in terms like as a whole. But when I fail in the beginning, I'm like, all right, damn, I messed up. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. But then I'm like, you know what? I can fix this. Let me try it one more time. And I'll keep trying and trying. Even if I keep failing, I won't stop. Like I'm really persistent with that stuff. Like I don't quit. Like I never say stop. Like I don't stop. So that's like I'm scared of failure only in the first stage of failure. And there's many stages of failure. So I mean I'm good now. So yeah.
That's crazy. I get stoked, man. I like when people are doing well and they're progressive for themselves, and the failure talks. Some people are terrified. Like once in a while I'll ask like I'll go, like, Instagram story. I remember one time I was like, which one are you more afraid of, like failure or regret? Most people chose regret, but some people chose failure. A nice handful of them would rather regret something than fail.
See, like for me, like regret is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay. Never heard that before.
Regret is not a bad thing.
Interesting.
You can regret it, but then you learn something from it. You know, like once you learn something, when you learn from regret, it's like a relief to me. Like when I regret something, it's like damn, I regret eating that last piece of chicken. Maybe I should have saved it for tomorrow or something for lunch. Then I'm like, you know what? There's always other things to do to fill my stomach instead of thinking about something that is so little. Like regret it's not bad to me. It's weird. Like I can't really explain it as a whole yet. I probably should write this down. Like I had to write it down because sometimes I write things down like things like this, like regret, like just little words, and I just write little sentences about it. Like oh, this is this, or this is how I feel about regret, like stuff like that. But like to me, it's not a bad thing because you can always regret, but you can't take it back when it's already done.
Yeah, of course.
You can't.
Yeah.
So once it's done, what are you gonna do? Keep thinking about it? No, you're gonna keep going. So
okay, so then I'd have to like look up the definition, but so under the impression that like regret is something that kind of stays and lingers. So then would you say you regret but then release? Because you say you move on.
yeah.
Because a lot of people, when they regret something, it just doesn't go away.
Yeah, regret and release.
Okay, so I think that's fair.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's why I meant like that.
Okay.
But yeah. Other than that, yeah.
What can I say? I had a good one, I think. Oh, when you did, okay, you mentioned February. This is not a question or anything, but that was my time too. I like came out of whatever I had, and that was, it's been really amazing since February for me. I don't remember the exact day, but I made a decision. It was like the final, it was like two things I decided on. And that was like, I learned how to not have any expectations. Again, I used to push that a lot. Yeah. And this is just like something that works for me. And then I'll talk about it. So I share general things that work for me, and then things that I see as like how am I gonna say this? Like, I don't think there's just one way for anything.
Yeah.
I always think there's both.
Yeah.
Right? And it just depends on which you decide to go at what time. Not like this is bad.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's maybe in this moment, but like.
So you're a little more open.
I am very open. Because I used to be very one-sided about stuff. So I'd be like, this is this, this is this. Then I started to realize that it just doesn't work that way. Oh, did she say something?
No, I was just looking at stuff.
Oh, okay. What was I gonna say? So I figured out, and I shifted from. I kept asking myself, what is what am I trying to do? Because I had considered school again.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, so not a lot of people know this. I might have talked about this on stream once, but only like my friends and my family now at this point. Yeah, they all know, but not like dance people and all that kind of stuff. So my stepdad, which I grew up with, like my whole life, he was the one that passed away.
Okay.
And that was not too long ago, like 2016, 2017. I'm getting all the years mixed up. 2017 was last year. Yeah, it was last year. And then, but that's my biological dad, and it's just that's a whole other crazy story that I don't need to get into right now.
Yeah.
But so he had passed away, and so the family dynamic changed, and like responsibilities were different.
Yeah.
And I was in a position where it's like, okay, like I'm always so invested in trying to figure this out for myself.
Yeah.
But I can't do that 100% right now.
Yeah.
So it was hard because it was habitual to always focus on me.
Yeah.
And so I was in that position, and I was like, my uncles and aunts were expressing concern and this and that, and like, like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, marketing and whatever. And I almost considered going back to school.
Yeah.
After looking around for jobs, and it's like, oh, you need degrees and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. And then I started to ask myself, like, what am I trying to do, right?
Yeah.
And I had that conversation with myself. And as soon as that was done, and I was like, that's it. It's like, that's the thing. It was like, I always tell people, I was like, okay, regardless of whatever I accomplish, like, I don't care. I've in some people's eyes, I've accomplished like a lot of things. Yeah. And for me, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but like, it doesn't give me that same feeling as when I have conversations with people. So I remember the conversations the most. I don't remember the classes really. I don't remember the events like that. Yeah. I just remember the conversations I have with people. And so I was like, that's what we live for, right? Talking to myself, I'm like, okay. And then I was like, whenever someone calls me, doesn't matter what I'm doing, until it's like time to get off the phone, then we get off the phone. But I always pick it up, and then we just go. And I was like, what if I just did that? And so I was like, okay, so how am I going to do that? And I was like, and I'm going to do it my way. I was like, I don't want to compromise anything. I'm going to do it just the way I want. And so I started rebranding all of my stuff on social media.
Yeah.
Because for a long time,
I noticed that.
Yeah.
You did a lot of change. Yeah.
So I did that, and I was like, fuck it, I'll figure it out. And so I did that, and then I sent out, and I started looking around, and I was like, I know CEOs. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I need to start doing something. And they're all people that I like. So I started getting serious about stuff like that. I blasted an email to Angel Escalera of Pure Movement.
Yeah. That's actually one of my close friends.
Really?
Yeah. That's like, I grew up with him for a long time.
Oh,
like,
that's crazy.
Since we were like, I think we were like 6. Dude, I've known him since he was
he's
6.
different. I
yeah,
know
he's
that,
different.
right? But I don't know him from like before.
Yeah.
So
we
like,
have a lot of stories together. That's my brother right there.
I just know he's different. That's wild.
Yeah, it's funny because it's Angel, then my other best friend Styles, his brother CJ, and
I feel like I know those names from high school.
You probably do.
Styles, I for sure, and CJ, I think.
So like, because Angel's their cousins.
Okay.
So he used to be on our street all the time. So I've known Angel for so long. So like, he's pretty much like my brother too. Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know it's a small world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually know a lot of people, so that's why. So like
But that's what's
it's
up.
cool, yeah. But that's cool. You sent them an email.
Yeah, and I told them I was like, "Yo, this is what I can do for you," and so I said all these things. I was like, I don't have the skills per se. I just know that whatever it is, I can get it done. Because I'm that kind of person, especially if I want it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're someone that I believe in. And there's many things that I want to learn. So like, this is what it is. I don't know if I sent it out in February. I might have, but probably around that time. But it's just kind of been like a waiting game. So because he was like going through like construction and switching places and stuff. So it was like now it's in grand opening, and I was supposed to be working with him when that opens up. So that's like soon, hopefully. But what changed was like I also felt like a sense of like worthiness, because there's this other thing is that I've established myself as a person, that I'm sure you're aware of on some level, and there are people who want to do stuff with me, but I'm always like, I don't think I'm ready. Like I just don't feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
I feel like I still have more to prove to myself before I can do anything with you.
Yeah.
So I felt that for a long time.
That's the same way I am right now, actually.
Oh.
Not as in terms of like, I mean, I'll help out.
Yeah.
But it's more of like, say like, so lately I've been getting a lot of like messages about doing features on songs.
Yeah.
And like writing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm actually working on something myself right now, like my project, which is gonna be out on mid-January, guys. Mid-January, all right. Sometimes I cry to the EP. You ready? But yeah.
That's dope.
But yeah. So I'm just trying to finish that up, and and everyone's asking me to do stuff. So I'm just like, I can't promise you that I'm gonna do the actual feature for you, but I'll get to it. It's like kind of the waiting game kind of thing for them. But like, it's like I'm not ready to do that yet because I don't know exactly if people really like my music like that. You know? So I kind of want to give them a taste first, like a real taste of like how my music's gonna sound, like if they're gonna like it or not. So that's when I say I'm not ready. Yeah. Because I don't want to go on your song and be like, oh, it's not good enough, and then have people be like, oh, he's not good, he's not really good. So I want to give you like a full plate of food. Yeah. Eat it. Tell me if you like it. If you like it, ask for more. So that's when I say I'm ready now, because I proved myself that I can do this on my own, and you liked it, and now we can work together. Like you can help me cook now if you want, like that, Yeah. So something like that. So when it comes to like just trying to prove things to myself, like, hey, it's gonna happen eventually. But let's test the watch first. We don't want to just jump in, then find out it's only 2 feet deep, So you gotta just try.
I respect that, and that's video interrupted. Oh, did it die? It died. That's the one. Oh no, it just died. It's literally not connected.
Yeah. I got a lot of things I'm trying to work on right now, so
that's what's up.
So hopefully things happen. So yeah, the proving things to myself, that's exactly where I'm at right now. Like I wanna make sure that you guys know what you're getting before I go on your song or do whatever you want me to do. Yeah. So for me to you, you don't have to take it obviously.
No, yeah, obviously.
But don't shy away from something that you know that you can do it. Because I'm pretty sure you're capable of doing anything as long as you try. Even if it's something brand new. Like that's when, like I said, you fail once, keep going, try again, just don't stop. It's just the persistence of like just trying to be or do things that you're capable of. So when I started writing these songs, like I'll tell you the backstory of like how all these songs that you're gonna hear on the EP right now. I literally went home after the bar and clubs and wrote every song on this EP, 5 songs, intoxicated.
Oh shit.
Like it was like probably one of the hardest things. Like it wasn't hard for me, but it was like I hate saying it, but it's just the realness of like all these songs I have on my EP. Like I went home. I got home at like 2 o'clock every day. Like not every day, on the weekends. I got home at like 2 o'clock, and I'm just like, yo, I can't sleep. Like I can't. Like I need to get this shit out of my head. So I would just go online. You know, I find a beat, and then I was like, nah, that's not it. And then I would feel some type of way like towards like a certain beat. Then I just start like humming and singing and then whatever, rapping, whatever. And then like, all right, now I know how I feel. So I just started writing all these songs, and then I just kept them away for a little bit. And then now, like, they're coming to life now, obviously. But like, I don't like to tell people like the backstories of all my songs really, because it's like I'm not ashamed of it, but it's like more like it's like nowadays like the judgmental part of life is like really harsh.
Yeah.
And like I don't want people to be, oh, he has to be intoxicated to write these songs, like all that. But I don't really care. Like like I did those because I needed to. Like I was feeling some type of way, so I went and did it. So now you're gonna hear like all the songs like, okay, I get it now. Like I know why he felt this way, whatever. So it's not like it wasn't a bad thing, but it wasn't like the smartest thing. Yeah. Because I could have done something worse, you know. But yeah. So every song in the EP was written at like 2 a.m. to like 4, or like around 2 to 4 a.m. All songs, 5 songs. It's insane. Like the one my newest single, "Why Won't You Dance With Me?" Yeah. I wrote that at like, I'll say like, on like around 2 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I like this girl a lot, so I was like, I want to get this out of my head. So I wrote that song, and I'm like, I know people are gonna like this song, so I'm gonna put it out. So I recorded it, whatever, I put it out. It came bigger than what I thought it was gonna be. So that made me happy. So I was like, it pushed me a little more. Like I was like, all right, now I gotta keep going. Like I can't stop now. So like I'm on this like new wave now. Like I was surfing on little medium waves. Now I'm on a large wave because now people are like actually noticing who I am. Like that's your song. That's the song. Cool. Yeah, let's listen to it. Let's add it on Spotify. Whatever the hell they have. So it's like I don't regret that I wrote these songs that time intoxicated, because now it's paying off. So like in a way I did regret it, because I shouldn't do that, because sometimes it can be a little too overwhelming as in terms of like the things I say in a song. Okay. So like, damn, I shouldn't say that. Maybe because it can be wrong. Someone could take it the wrong way. Yeah. I don't want that. Yeah. So now it's like, all right, I regretted it, but then I don't now. So I'm like, let's just keep going. But yeah, so I'm on a good like wave right now. Pretty high wave right now. So I'm good. But yeah, that's the backstory of the EP, the songs. I mean, each song has a different story kind of thing, topic kind of thing. Also, like, each song is a different element of hip hop.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. So yeah, every song I have a pop song. I got a dancehall song. I have so many songs that people are gonna enjoy, and I can't wait for them to hear that. Yeah.
So my main thing, because I said that I wanted to be able to kind of offer you some stuff, because that's just where I'm at. Like I've gone through so much. I put myself through a lot of mental, I call it training, but just experiences. Yeah. Because I've always been. So okay, my biggest driving factor. So when I was 16, this is like my main story that I usually tell everyone, so they understand where the pull comes from. Because I don't really feel like I'm struggling to to make things happen, I just feel like I'm being pulled.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the struggle is it's not even a struggle. It's like learning all the things along the way, like how to be decent or be good and conquer things, and then mental or emotional things that come up, and realizing that's a blockage. I gotta work on that. That's a blockage. I gotta work on that. So that's just how I've been for a long time. But at 16, I was like, I want to have my own entertainment company one day,
Yeah.
but I want to give back. Don't know where that came from. I think it's just being raised,
You
being a
just
decent
felt like,
person.
yeah.
But that evolved as I got older, and I, took a shot at starting like a company, a team, a brand, whatever, and it had momentum, and like people believed in it, but I just wasn't knowledgeable enough, and I hadn't have enough life experience to really make it work.
Yeah, you were 16, you said?
So I started at 21.
20. Oh, okay.
Either 19 or 21. I forget what age. So I waited 5 years. Okay, so I think I was 21. After gaining a certain amount of things, and I went at it, and I started making connections, and like, so that's Amanda Yang is one of those people.
Yeah.
Isabel, a handful of other people. Those are like the two ones that you talked about, and that was when I was on a certain path. And these are just like me taking notes about, okay, like when you approach things this way, you can make this happen. So I still keep it. I'm just not aggressive with trying to get to know bigger people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I know that if I wanted to, like, I could do that.
Yeah.
So I've always had that pull, and it's evolved, and I've gotten smarter. And so what I realized at that age, at 16, I was like, I'm literally asking to be, like, to own a company and to work with a bunch of artists. I want to manage, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't see myself being a performer per se, but I just like being around these kind of people.
Yeah.
And so I think this is the way to do it. I want to help them become successful and spread a good message. So that's what I want to do. But I wasn't crazy. I was like, but it's gonna take a lot.
Yeah.
And so when the mental breakdowns, like just little things like that, I was like, I can't have a mental breakdown and handle an artist.
Yeah.
So let me
really
figure this out. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense.
So I had to learn all of my flaws and all of everything that hurt. Like that's so I put myself through all those things because I was like, I need to be prepared to be a CEO. Not let's be a CEO and try to get that money and then be stressed out over everything. I was like learning the value of money, knowing that like can I achieve happiness before I get all that money?
Yeah.
Found it, peace, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool. I'm mentally stable. I can that a lot of that happened this year. A lot of things happened this year for me for that. So with all of those things, where I'm at right now in terms of like careers and things that I'm doing. So I'm working on a personal brand.
Yeah.
It's super long term, so this is part of it.
Is it the same brand as before?
So no, because I was kind of like a little all over the place. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to be a choreographer, but then also I want to manage artists.
Yeah.
That was kind of like the two things.
Yeah.
Now it's not that.
It's not at all.
It's like I'm not really trying to brand myself as a choreographer. I'll still teach and like talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a position to manage artists yet.
Okay.
I think that might come down the line, but I could be completely wrong. Now I'm just giving tools.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Just
So
handing
you
out
just
tools.
yeah.
And like moving people around and be like, you should go work with them
Yeah.
and like build something, or it's that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's dope.
So personal brand, this kind of stuff, and this is not even close to really pushing it the way I want because of time. This is just like the foot in the door. So I've done videos, I've done blogs, I've done podcasts, I've done live streams. I was like, I need to make sure I know how to do all of them.
Yeah.
Recently learning how to do merch, and I was like, okay, that's a nice handful of things. I was like music, and I was like distribution, all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, like my hands in different places. I need to know these things. And so after playing with all this stuff, I decided to settle. So I was making content consistently, and I was trying to build up to it. Because in the past, I'd be like, let's do all these things and overwhelm myself.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do that anymore. So I started building slowly, and then doing things consistently and experimenting and like setting up a Patreon and making some money there. To being like, okay, I can't do this because what I want, like the quality and time I want to put into this, I don't have.
Yeah.
So then I stopped everything, and I was like, I'm just going back to learning and listening and figuring out what I want to do with my time.
Yeah.
The streams happened, and I was like, I'm just going to stream because besides the hustle and the career and the brand, it's more, I love this more than anything. The only difference is that there's like, you know what I mean? If we're just chilling, like this would be it, right?
Yeah.
If I was just talking, and I'm like, I live for this. that. So I'm like, let me get this going for myself at least once a week. If I could just sit and chat and have a conversation with homies, that would make me happy.
You gotta make time for things you want to do. You know, like if you really want it, you gotta make time for it.
Yeah.
It's like for people too. Like if you really want to spend time with someone, you gotta make the effort to make the time for them. You know. So like if you really want to do streaming, you just gotta do it. Who cares about the time or like the day or like, obviously. I mean, you do have a busy schedule, but I mean, like, you really want it. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, for example, my music. I want this song to come out like right now. So I'm gonna take my time and do it. But when it's the right time, I'm gonna put it right out. Like, cause I want it. I really want to do it. I'm gonna make time for me to do something I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't really care. No one's gonna stop me. You know. Exactly. So like, I know how you feel. Like when you're doing this. Like every Sunday. Like I wanna be able to just have a little talk on the stream with artists or whatever, entrepreneurs, all that. Hey, more power to you, you know? This is your thing. You want to make time for it, do it.
Yeah.
Don't let any little side things like stop you from trying to do this because I see the vision. So it's pretty dope. You know? So like I said, you want to make time for it, make time for it because it's something you want. It starts with you, always, no matter what.
What's cool is I know that when you say all those things, like, I'm sure those are things you've said to yourself.
I always say that because
you know what I mean?
I give myself pep talks all the time. It's like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, alright, you know, let's start today. I got some things I want to do and I'm gonna do it, and I end up doing it. Like there's not one day I say I don't want to do this no more. Like I quit.
Yeah.
I can't have that mentality anymore. Like back then, yeah, when I was a little younger, I would be like, damn, I don't want to go to basketball practice. I don't want to get better at basketball. But then I'm like, I'll second guess myself. I'm like, should I really go to basketball practice still? Like I do want to get better, but I'm lazy right now. I don't want to do this. I want to play video games. But I'm like, nah, I gotta get better. So I went to basketball practice every day and just kept practicing, and then I came to that mindset. I'm like, I need to just stop worrying about the little things and just do what I need to do to improve myself. So that's where the time came. Like, if I really want to do something, I gotta do it, no matter what comes up. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now with that stuff. And like the little pep talks to myself, because like growing up, like it was different for me, just in the sense because I don't want to really get too deep with it, but like I didn't have parents like growing up. I only have my grandparents, like my grandmother and grandfather. So I did all of that. Like growing up with them was different because my grandparents would be at work every day. So I would go home from school, get home, you know, I'd be in an empty house for a little bit until my aunts and uncles came home or whatever. But it was more like I felt like a little sense of like loneliness kind of. But then I like just adapted to it. I'm like, you know what, this is not a bad thing, you know. I can do things on my own. So like the whole college thing, I did that all by myself. Like high school, I did that all by myself. Like I would say 95% of the things I've done in life were by myself. Like obviously I had support from my grandparents as in terms of like financially and like a place to stay and stuff. Yeah. But they didn't push me to do anything. Yeah. They kind of gave me that free will, like being able to do whatever I wanted. They never told me to go to college. They never told me, oh, be a doctor or this and that. They're like, you know what, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you can't do that because you're your own person, you know. So I'm like, I appreciated that. So when I was a kid, I'm like, my grandparents would just let me do whatever I want. So like, you need to learn for yourself if you want to be like the person you want to be. So I'm like, that's true. Like they told me that when I was a teenager though, but I understood that more as I like look back at it. Like when I was a kid, I'm like, I was 5 years old, just walking the streets playing with my friends. Like 5 years old by myself. Like I would go home right after and just hang out. And then all of a sudden, like now, it's like I think about it now. It's like, damn, they really helped me out a lot. That made me like, it made me mature, but I still have my innocence. Like it was a good mix, you know. So like now, like I still have them in my life. Thank God. They still tell me the same thing every day. Like, you know, do what you want to do. Help yourself, make yourself happy. You know, chase what you want to chase. And I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that. And like I did the college thing for them also. Like it wasn't they didn't ask for it, but I did it for them because I know like they did look at education as a thing,
Mm.
like as like a big thing in the United States, obviously because they're immigrants from Cambodia. But
Mm.
so it was like, alright, I'm gonna do this for you guys.
Mm.
I didn't want to do it.
Mm.
Like personally, I didn't want to do it. But then in my head, I'm like, I could do it though. Like this is nothing that I can't handle.
Mm.
So I did it. I got the degree. I showed them. They were happy. I moved on. Moved forward. So now, like I'm here now. Like I'm just doing the best I can.
Mm.
So yeah. So we're growing. You know, we're flourishing out here. That's what we're doing. Like we can't keep that negativity anymore. Cause when I was younger and stuff, I used to get the bad feedback. Like you ain't gonna do this. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I was like, watch this.
Yeah.
I was like, especially in high school. I remember, it wasn't my teacher. It was some of the kids in my class. Actually, not some of the teachers too. They're like, are you gonna go to college right after this? I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might. I said, I might. Like, oh, good luck to you. And like that, like kind of sarcastic way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, really? Just you wait real quick.
Yeah.
Boom. Freaking 6 years later, freaking got 2 college degrees, associates and a bachelor's. I was like, I saw one of my teachers one day. I was like, remember that time you told me that you didn't think I can get into college and do this? Well, I got 2 degrees now. She's like, oh, I already know you could do that. I was like, did you though? Like, I didn't see you writing me like as a recommendation or nothing to help me get into college. She's like, I always believed in you. I'm like, yeah. You know what? I appreciate you. I told her straight out, I appreciate you. Like, you being sarcastic with me, saying that I can't do something was the best thing that ever happened in my life. Cause you motivated me for 6 straight years. Like, I had doubts in myself too, but I said 6 straight years. I heard it echo. You can't do this. You can't finish school. You can't finish college. You can't get a degree. I said, this is not even my main focus right now. It's not my main focus, but you know what? I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it. Like, it's not gonna take that much time. Yeah. So I did it. Here we are now, college graduate. So now, I'm looking back at it. I'm like, Plan B finished. Plan B is finished. What else do you want from me? Yeah. Now it's back to my main focus, entertainment business. I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm taking steps. I'm not coming in too strong, but I'm gonna be in there. You're gonna feel it when I come in. So watch. So for any doubters out there, remember, 6 years from now, if I can't do it, you're gonna hear it.
Oh man, I love that. I was gonna comment and say this way earlier. I was gonna say that like, I mean, energy's different.
Mine?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
But like energy's different.
My energy's high now. It's like there's days where I'm like, my energy's kind of low because I'm kind of tired. I did a lot of stuff the day before, the same day. Yeah. But like my mentality's there. It's there. Like I'm not gonna shy away from like what I learned within like the last 3-4 years. It was a big learning experience for me, especially in college. I would say college helped me a lot in terms of like planning and like time management and stuff. So that helped. I mean, the work and stuff helped me too because like if you really want to get something done, you have to grind. So the grind was like one of the things that helped me too. But obviously, I told you, Plan B. Yeah. So I did that, and I just wanted to say like, it's like nothing's really impossible at all. Like there was things that happened to me like within the last 3 years that I told people a while ago. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna get the girl that I like. So this is one of those. Like, I told my buddies a long time. I'm like, yo, I like this girl a lot. Like, I do. Like, I think she's mad beautiful, and like, I really like her a lot. But she had a boyfriend at the time. I'm like, but you know what, guys? I'm gonna get her at least one time. I'm gonna get her to like me at least one time. 2018. I got her to like me. See that? It takes time, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. She don't like me more though. But I love her still. she's cool. We close friends, kind of stuff. But yeah,
That's cool.
I believe in that. I don't. Nothing's impossible. Anything can happen. It can take 8 years. If it happens, it's possible, no matter what it is. So
That's a good mindset.
just don't be in that little sunken place for the rest of your life. Kanye West even getting out of it. He's coming back to life. Not in in full extent, but he's coming back to life. And I appreciate that of him. He's trying, as long as he tried. I don't believe in his political views, but he's as a musician, he's a genius, and I look up to him. So that's one of the things that I like about him. He's not afraid to be outspoken. So that's what I like about him. But yeah, you have any more questions?
Oh, the last thing I was gonna say that I didn't want to get to was doing the personal brand. But the other thing that I wanted to jump to, and I'm doing right now, is helping other people with their personal brand or their business. I'm not doing personal brand now. I'm actually doing one business and one team, one dance crew, one company.
Hey Justin, oh he's not there anymore.
And so that's what I was gonna say. So I've learned a lot about social media, branding. I'm getting more into advertising and marketing and stuff like that. So I have a feel for it, and I'm really confident with the main aspects. The only thing I'm still not confident in are just two things. It's just advertising and copyright, because I haven't practiced those two things enough. But everything else. So if you were looking to step up, which every artist of any kind should, can offer everything that I know to do, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where the music platforms that you're using, all the different stuff and tactics that should be done in order to elevate the music to where you want it to go. It's a lot of groundwork.
That's a lot.
So that's the stuff that you already expressed it. Like when you get big, you ain't trying to do any of that shit. But
yeah, I'm not.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm not really trying to get into that stuff either.
Oh. But yeah, I like that. That's a big step in management. Like to just try to put all those things on one component, and that service is it helps a lot. A lot of artists need that, and I feel like where you're going now is gonna work, because you have literally all the tools, and you pretty much have everything that you need to make an artist become get to the next level. You know what I mean? The way you carry yourself, the way the way your mindset is, you're a go-getter. That's what you are. So if you want to make it happen, make it happen, and also make it happen for someone else. So in the marketing aspect, it's if you feel like you can do that, you're gonna do it. So as you keep pushing, it pushes the artist too. So it makes the work easier because you're on the same page. So as you're pushing, he or she, I'm not gonna say he only. It's gonna make your brand go up also, plus theirs. So it's your tools are really valuable because you've learned so much. Even if you're still learning, as you're learning and helping someone else, you're gonna learn more because you don't stop learning. That's what it is. So from where you're going, right now, I can see it in a marketing aspect of just trying to get an artist to be more known, or just helping them start up a brand, whatever. It's doable, and you have pretty much everything you need to do right now. Obviously, you can add more stuff to it, but right now, I feel you're there. You just gotta be a little more precise in how you're gonna approach it. You need to want it. Don't overthink it. Overthinking is the killer of the brain. I used to overthink so much where it went to I would not do it. I'd I have an idea. What if this don't work? No. I just have constant battles in my head. No, don't do it. No, do it. Yeah, do it. No, all that stuff. But I would do it eventually. So I would stop overthinking. Now I don't overthink. It's more feeling now. If I feel it, more to you. songs. I'm like, I feel it. It's ready. Boom. Put it out. I didn't overthink it. I said, I'm not gonna be like, do you think it's the right time to put this out now? Do you think people are gonna listen to this? Is it the right day? Like things to just block it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. It's like I'm ready for now. Like I'm ready. Like I have a date that's set for my EP, but I'm not telling you guys. I think I already did on Instagram and stuff, but you guys don't know. You guys don't remember because I ain't that famous. But yeah, I just have like all that stuff going on. So like I don't overthinking. Don't do that. Don't at least try not to overthink. Because if you overthink it, you're just gonna ruin your brand. Because there's gonna be like little things in your head that are just gonna stop you, and you don't want that. So your brand, bro, I believe in you. You got this shit. What's that sore?
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we can do that. It's all real.
Yeah. Any more questions? I have time for one more.
One question. I have questions. Okay, I think the most obvious one would just be like, so with music, do you know like what avenues you're trying to do? Not like genre or anything, but just like, so some people, maybe like my mom, for example, would just be like a bedroom artist. She's not huge when it comes to performing.
Yeah.
So she don't want to do.
I've seen some of the footage your mom singing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would say like I don't want to be a big artist. I don't want to be a A-lister. No.
I see. Okay.
I want to be an artist that people can relate to and just like even reach out to me, talk to me like that. Like I want to be an artist for for people to like just to relate to, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like I wouldn't mind being a C-lister.
Okay.
Or like maybe even a low B. I just want to be able to spread some energy on people, like, you know, some feels. Like that's what I want to do. Like so like I don't have a specific genre of music I do. I mean, it's majority hip hop.
Yeah.
But I don't consider myself a hip hop artist because I hop into any lane I want and I write to anything I want. So like, and that's in terms of like where I'm at as an artist, I would say that I'm just a versatile artist. So I would put me anywhere. But like as in like what you asked me, I wouldn't consider myself a bedroom artist. Or
I don't even know if that's a thing.
it is.
It is a thing?
This is a genre called bedroom pop, which is really good.
Yeah.
It's like amazing. Like it's kind of like an indie sound.
Yeah.
But it's like pop. It's just awesome. There's actually a girl from Berkeley. Her name is Claro. I don't know if you heard of her. She's actually really big. She's getting big now. But she started with bedroom pop, and like it's called bedroom pop. That's the genre of music she's in. But it's like it's amazing, dude. She has a song called "Plain Hot Cheetos," "Forever," and some other song. But if you look her up and you feel her vibes, you'll be like, "This is amazing!" Like she's so good. Like yeah, I would say I'm just an artist, like trying to do artsy stuff, like just do whatever I want. I feel
okay. Yeah,
I don't try to stay in one lane. I like to venture out and do whatever.
Okay.
So it's cool.
That's what's up.
But yeah, other than that, it's like there's nothing else for me to do. I just want to be an artist that people can relate to and love. You know, loves everything pretty much to me. I didn't get that much love when I was younger, so now like I grown up, it's like I want to spread love to people. You know, because I know there's people that are like me, like didn't have parents when growing up, and like being by themselves for like a long time. So yeah, that's Voots for you. Voots the artist. I'm also a comedian if you want me to be.
Oh shit.
And if you want to feature on a song, you're gonna have to wait until after January. after I drop my EP. And actually, I have a surprise for the fans. I'm actually gonna throw a show in February, sometime in February. So if you guys want to come, the more the merrier.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay.
It's gonna be fun. Me and my best friend Urshan, we're throwing a show. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I'm just gonna say it. 'Cause I want everyone to know. It's gonna be lit. Like the kids say nowadays. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We on a new wave, high energy, positive energy. Just keep going, no stopping. Cause when you're in the ocean, does the wave stop?
Of course not.
Exactly. So we're not gonna stop. All right. Quote me on that. That's a GOAT statement, actually. I'm about to write that down. I'm gonna write that down. When you're in the ocean, do the waves stop? No. So keep going. But alright.
I'll end this and then yeah, to get ready for the next person.
You guys are welcome, though. I try my best to entertain you guys and give you some chi.
Yes. Actually, I haven't heard anyone say that in a while.
Give you chi?
Yeah.
Were anyone even watching that?